Hello, Valley View. This segment of Pawsitive Perspective covers the February character trait of the month, positive.
To be positive means to be optimistic and looking at the bright side of things.
The events that took place over the month all bring positivity to our school and spreads kindness and joy.
During the first week of February, we participate in Read Share. Read Share is when kids read books to each other, and then they make Valentine cards to bring a little bit of joy into a veteran's life. Younger students paired up with older students, and they learned a lot with them. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Paul, and I'll be interviewing Cooper about Read Share. What was your role in Read Share?
Well, I helped come up with the idea.
Okay. Did you pick the book for Read Share?
The teachers did, but we helped pick the books that the teachers are going to pick.
Okay. Why did you do Read Share?
So we can get a better connection with the littler kids, so they can learn too.
What was your favorite part about being a reading buddy?
I got to read with the little cuties. They're so cute.
Who came up with Read Share?
Miss Caravello and Miss Sullivan.
Okay, thank you for your time. So this was the interview about Read Share. Bye.
Hello, I am Zoe and I am interviewing Miss Kardish on Read Share. What do you think of the Read Share concept?
It's amazing, and actually it was the first time that we got to do it, and I felt like all the kids really loved it.
What class did your kindergarten class work with?
Mrs. Sullivan's 4th grade class.
What did your kindergartners think of the experience?
They had a great time. They were counting down all day until it was time for them to come, and then after they left, they couldn't stop talking about how much fun it was.
How was it watching your former students with your current ones?
So cool, and it was funny seeing everybody's reaction to the little chairs.
Do you think this should be a program going forward?
Yes, actually, Mrs. Sullivan and I were talking about how it could be really cool if it was a monthly activity.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
On February 12th, it was the 100th day of school. The kindergartners put together a fashion show which they put 100 items on their shirt.
On the second week of February, we have Random Acts of Kindness Week. We had dress down days, kindness assignments, and a Valentine's Day party in the lunchroom to promote kindness.
Hi, today we will interview Mr. Spector, the VBS counselor for Random Acts of Kindness Week. Here are some questions. Why is it created, and what is the whole purpose of Random Acts of Kindness Week?
Well, hi Shema. Good question. So Random Acts of Kindness Week was started around 20 years ago to promote kindness throughout the school day.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Spector, what do you do during this day?
So during Random Acts of Kindness Week, I visit classrooms to talk to children about why it's important to be kind. We also have morning announcements. We have dress up or dress down days. And we have little surprises for children in the lunchroom.
That's cool. How do you come up with these ideas for each day in Random Acts of Kindness Week?
Well, the other elementary counselors and myself, we get together and we come up with ideas to promote kindness, including the theme days.
Why did you choose Random Acts of Kindness Week for the name of this week?
Well, it coincides with Valentine's Day, and I think it's a good time of the year for children to be reminded to be kind and to be inclusive with other children.
Is random acts of kindness supposed to make people do something or feel something? If so, what do you want people to do or feel?
So I would like for children to be kind, not because they're told to do it, but because it's in their heart to do it. And asking children to treat each other the way they want to be treated and to be bucket fillers throughout the day.
Is making a new playground with the $40,000 that was raised from the fundraisers this year. How did they do this, and how did they get there? Let's find out from Mrs. Smith and our PTA president. How long did it take to make?
It took about 5 months to raise enough money to make the first half of the playground. And then once we bought that in September, they were able to install it in February.
Why did you do half the playground?
So we are actually very lucky. We have a large space for a playground here at Valley View, and the playgrounds are very, very expensive. So we decided to break it up into 2 parts so that we could get the boys and girls who are in school this year the chance to play on the first half of it while we raise money to finish building the second half of it.
How did you raise the money?
We raised the money through PTA fundraisers like the Apex Fun Run. That was a big part of the money that we raised for the playground. We also had a 50th anniversary party for Valley View, and we raised a lot of money that night. And our hot lunch program raises a lot of money. So all of that added together helped us buy the first half of the playground.
Why did you charge it? Why did you charge in the playground?
What did we have to pay for it?
Yeah.
We paid $45,000, but the playground actually cost $85,000. So we applied for what's called a grant, where the company who makes the playground paid for a portion of it for us.
How do you pick the playground set?
We had a catalog to pick from the company, and he gave us a bunch of options. So we selected ones that we thought you guys would enjoy the most from that catalog.
What was the process?
So first we had to have someone from, it's called Game Time. They came to Valley View and we walked around the old playground, talked about where we wanted to break it apart to do the first half, and then he measured the whole area. He sent some options for what we could put in there. I gave my feedback on what he first sent, and then he revised them and sent me new ones. And then we put it out to all of the families at Valley View, and they took a vote on which playground they liked the best, and that's the one we bought.
Why did you pick this color scheme?
The color scheme, we had a couple of options, and this one had the most blue in it, and since blue is Valley View's school color, that's the one we went with.
Why did the idea of a new playground come?
My kids have gone to Valley View for the last about 12 years, and I've thought throughout that time that it looked like the playground could be spruced up a little bit, and then I came to find out we've had this playground for over 25 years, so I just thought it would be a nice addition to the school.
What was the hardest thing to make?
Enough money.
How did you make the playground?
Well, we got to order it through a company, so I didn't have to make any part of it. Once we paid them, they brought in their own installer, and they shipped all of the materials here, and the installer put it in the playground, put it in the ground for us.
Why did you choose to change the playground instead of a different part of the school?
It seemed like the other parts of the school were doing pretty well, and we hadn't come up with any other ideas. We had recently done the outdoor classroom for Valley View, so we wanted to stick with fixing up the outside.
What is the main thing of the playground?
The main thing, I like that there's the little rock wall added to it and a couple of slides. So I think those would be fun for everyone. And then we're looking to add an even bigger part for the next phase.
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how was it?
I'd say it started out at an 8 and then became like a 4 once we started doing all of the work. So making all the initial decisions were hard.
Are you happy about the new playground?
I'm happy with it. I think it will be even better once we finish phase 2.
How long has the old playground been with Western Valley?
From what I've been told, it's been here for at least 25 years.